Very good morning to all of you, dear student. I hope that you all are happy and safe at your houses along with your family members. Dear student, today we are going to learn a poem named The Road Not Taken, written by Robert Frost from your Beehive book. Dear student, today I will only explain the poem and tomorrow I will discuss questions and answer of the same. So your assignment for today is to write down whole poem in your English notebook. Kindly note, write down whole poem in your English notebook. So the poem The Road Not Taken was written by Robert Frost. Robert Frost is an American poet who writes simply but insightfully about common and ordinary experiences. This well-known poem is about making choices and the choices that shapes us. The poem is The Two Road Diverge in a Yellow Wood. Yellow wood means it is a time the forest is full of yellow leaves as it is the autumn season. येलो पीली पत्तियां पतझड़ का मौसम है. Diverged का मतलब होता है सेपरेटेड, एक दूसरे से अलग होना. And sorry I could not travel both and be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it is bent in the undergrowth. Undergrowth का मतलब होता है dense growth of bushes and shrubs, जहाँ पे बहुत घनी मात्रा में झाड़ियाँ और ये shrubs छोटे छोटे कंटीली झाड़ियाँ उगी हुई होती हैं. तो यहाँ पे पोएट कहता है कि that there are two roads at the fork in the wood. He adds that the forest wood is yellow because it is autumn and at this time trees shed their leaves. By setting the poem in the woods in autumn, Frost creates a sense of silence and a tone of melancholy. Melancholy means a gloomy state of mind. And sorry I could not travel both and be one traveler. Long I stood. The poet shows regret for not being able to travel both the roads at the same time. He stands at the crossroad for a long time to try and decide the path he should follow, and looked down one as far as I could to where it is bent in the undergrowth. The poet looked down one of the road as far as his vision could reach. He could see only as far as the path took a bend at the thick undergrowth. At this point, let us think about the metaphorical meaning of the poem. Let us assume the road represent decisions we make and the fork represent the choices we have in life, and the undergrowth uncertainties in life. The poet is at the crossroad of his life and not on an actual road. He could be trying to see further ahead into the future but is unable to. So he has to be cautious in his choice. Then took the other just as fair. The poet make his decision since both the paths seems to be similar. He will take the other. The poet says just as fair, not fairer. So we may assume the roads are similar in appearance. Both the roads are equally good. So the choice may also be equally good, and having perhaps the better claim because it was grassy and wanted wear. In these lines, the poet justifies his choice as the path is grassy and not much walked on by traveler. Therefore, this road needed to be used and worn out too. Thou as for that the passing there had worn them really about the same. On second thought, the speaker feels that maybe both the roads seem less walked on. As for that refers to the path less walked on. Here the poet is again expressing the confusion that goes on in his mind to make the final choice, the hesitation in taking a decision, as the prospect offered by treading either of the road seem to be similar, and both that morning equally lay in leaves, no step had trodden black. Once again, the poet says the roads seem equal but with a difference. The speaker gives us a new information that it is morning and that both the road seem covered with leaves and that no traveler has walked the way. He comes to this conclusion because the fallen leaves are not crushed by the footsteps and thus not darkened. The morning may also be analyzed as the poet starts from the very beginning and realizes that there is no change with regard to the clarity in the situation. It continued to be as confusing as it was earlier. Oh, I kept the first for another day. The poet seems to be regretting his decision already. The sentence is emphatic as it starts with O and ends with an exclamation. He strongly feels that he would take the other road to know what it had in store. Since he already knew what was on the road taken, metaphorically in life, we rethink about our choices, but it is not easy to revert back the clock, as time and tide wait for none. Yet, knowing how ways lead on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. The poet realized he may never be able to return to take the road not taken. For the understand that in the journey of life, we may come across many crossroads, forks, and make fresh decisions and choices. So, in all particularity, it may not be feasible to start afresh, especially in the later part of our life. I shall be telling this with a sigh somewhere ages and ages hence. This stanza is entirely written in future tense. I shall hear the poet hopes to talk of the decision taken years later with a sigh. The sigh may be sad, happy or reflective. Whatever it be, it would definitely have made a difference in his life. Two roads diverge in a wood and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the differences. The lines is a repetition of the first line with the exclusion of yellow and an inclusion of and I. With a dash, the and I shows the speaker is hesitant of the future. The repetition helps to bring the poem to a close. Here, the poet confidently informs of his decision. He had dared to take the road that may fear to tread. This is an indication that the poet was adventurous and of independent thoughts. However, the concluding line gives us a feeling that the choice he took has definitely made a significant impact in his life. So this is the poem and line by line explanation of the poem. As I told you before that tomorrow I will discuss question answer of this poem, and the assignment for today is to write down whole poem in your English notebook. Thank you very much for listening.